The Bunker Project, podcast episode number?
I don't know.
We don't know.
Yeah, that's the type of week it's been.
Welcome back to another episode of The Bunker Project. We've got the Bunkerettes dancing in the background.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
And we're ready for another show.
All right. Hey, so this is pretty darn close to Christmas when this is getting launched. Andrew, when's this?
Actually, it's I think it's we're
Past Christmas?
We're between Christmas and New Year's. Right
Wow.
now.
That shows us how far behind we are on posting our shows. Slack so-and-sos that we are.
That's good. We get a little bit of a break, and that's cool.
Yeah. All those hangovers for nothing.
Yeah. So why don't we just start off with what we're going to talk about today? We got a bunch of stuff on the show notes, tech stuff, Facebook stuff, Google stuff.
Yeah. I mean, here I am looking at the notes for the first time. It's like, oh my God. Oh, actually,
You're looking at the wrong notes. And we got a couple.
I'm a lot more confused now.
We've been saying for a long time that nobody's calling our voicemail feedback line, but we got two messages.
Oh yeah, you want to do those first before we do the round robin, or
no? We'll do the round table introduction first. But we got two messages. One from Santa Claus himself up in the North Pole.
Yeah, he's got a heck of a podcast.
Yes,
but he
on Blog Talk Radio.
exactly.
And
it's a Frost Talk Radio.
It's all year round, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we got the Game Maven calling in. He's on a cruise.
Oh, that's right. He's working on the beers and the tans and the hangover. I totally forgot about that.
Apparently, he's hanging out with Santa Claus, too.
Nice.
Up there drinking some beer with Santa.
Oh. I wonder if Santa likes black, too. Who knows? Something frosty.
I'm pretty sure that he would.
Give me a frosty beer. Oh, beautiful. Speaking of frosty beers, that's our beautiful bartenderess bringing me a beer and getting nice beers for everybody else. Hi. All right.
Hi.
So let's start with a roundtable introduction so that the podcast listeners know exactly who's in the room with us and what they're all about. We'll just do a quick introduction, starting with the German Maven, Astrid.
Hi, I'm the German Maven, and my name is Astrid Listner, and I'm a journalist for an author about social media, and today it's my last bunker project for this year.
In Canada?
Yes.
So you're shipping off back to the land of beer.
So German Maven is going back to Germany, enjoying German beer and Black Forest cake, and that is the reason why I brought you guys today a Black Forest cake as well.
Really?
Nice.
Yes.
Oh, that's one of the very nice. Hey, you know what? We do a taste test. Maybe show two. We could do a taste test. The black beer with some Black Forest.
Are we doing the show too?
Okay, we'll do an end. You're right. We're only doing one show today. Darn, we'll have to do it at the end of the show.
Thank you.
Are you okay? Bonnie? What's
Sainsbury,
up? Yo.
The Twitter Maven, and the Mobile Maven. I owe you $5.
Hey, you only get one Maven hood. I'm sorry.
In that case, I'm the Mobile Maven.
You want to go mobile?
Yes, please.
Really?
Yes.
But, is she that good?
It sounds like she's pretty good.
Oh, okay.
She'll
I
talk
think she
about
might
it a little later about the...
She could be the wind maven, but then it has weird connotations.
It does indeed.
No, she's talking about mobile apps.
Mobile apps. Software.
Okay.
Not hardware.
Developing mobile apps.
Yes.
Cool. All right, I'm there.
Yep.
Why don't you call yourself the mobile maven?
Or the app Maven.
The app maven.
Yes.
Somebody with an
I would
aptitude.
like
The app Maven is more descriptive, I think.
Okay, there's an app for that.
The app for that maven.
And we got Satomi in the house, too.
Now, how long has it been?
Oh, it's good to be back. I've been studying. I'm the tax maven now, and I am learning about tax shelters, taxes, and
How thick is that book?
Oh.
It's a big book, isn't it?
Well, it's pretty dry. Insurance. I have to get my insurance license to be able to talk about different financial services.
Can you give us a tip?
Options.
Can you give us a tip or you get in trouble?
Not at the moment. I'll wait till I finish my exam.
Oh, okay.
But I just wanted to say that I haven't given up on my podcast. I'm not one of those one podcast failures yet because I have one in the works. I mean, I've got one finished and one in the works. But next year, as soon as I finish my license, I'm going to start my podcast again.
So you published the episode, though?
Yes, I published the one episode. I have one that it's still It's
That's
done, but it's
good,
not
but
published
you know
yet.
what?
You could do one a year.
No,
An
no.
annual podcast. That'd
Yeah,
be
well,
cool.
it's just that I had to get interrupted because of my studies. But
Yeah.
once I finish this, I can leave it behind, and I now have more free leisure time,
Cool.
Could you
enjoyable
do
time,
well? Okay, so but
pleasurable time.
all this education and stuff like that. Couldn't
Yes.
you do a podcast on what you just learned?
Oh,
Or would you get in
mean-
trouble with
well,
that?
No.
so you
I
could say,
will. As soon as I finish, I'm going to, because it's all about financial literacy.
Well, there you go.
Very
And
me
I
being
think
very
that people
Canadian
need
literacy.
to learn that. And so this is the only reason I went into it.
I am totally dyslexic when it comes to spelling, but also money. So I've got a
Yeah,
bookkeeper,
well-
and I say, here's a box of receipts, make it go away.
Yeah, me too.
And she
Me
gives me a
too.
big bill,
Yeah.
and I'm happy to pay because it's a tax write-off, apparently.
Yeah,
Because it's-
well,
'cause
that's
it's on
why
barter
only
dollars.
9% know how money works. So we're now teaching the 91 that don't.
Wow. I actually had an awesome accountant in Thailand, and halfway through the year she come, and I say, so how are we doing? He said, Bob, you need some more receipts. I said, wow, how much is that going to cost? And he says, well, I can probably get you, 10 cents on the dollar. And she got to get me some receipts. Awesome. That was a gray area country, I tell you. Not that I do that in Canada. No way. They've got computers here.
No. This
I-
is all very audited, very
know.
above.
Actually, the biggest tax break I got in Thailand was there was termites in the center and 80% of the paperwork in the building. So, including my paperwork. So they couldn't audit anybody.
Ooh.
Very nice. Cha-ching.
Well, that's great if they accept that.
Yeah, well, I fled the country.
The termites ate my homework.
Yes, blame it on the termites.
Nice one, Bob.
Yeah. It's
That's
a big
when
one
it
in
came
Florida. Sorry, the termites. They got to
Yeah,
it. They
yes.
got to it.
I mean, if CRA accepts that, my gosh,
Florida.
everyone will be.
It would be a,
everyone
it'd
will
be a good question. huh?
Importing termites.
And we got a newcomer to the bunker.
Yeah,
show.
we've got the locksmith. What is it? The lockster.
Yeah, this is Terry. Yeah, Mr. Locksmith is my company.
All right, so you could be the lock maven, the locksmith
you're,
maven.
When you're this big, they call you Mister, right?
Mr.
Yeah. Arr.
I just remember locksmiths always get in.
Oh. All right. The key to success, I hear.
Oh, good
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Good
The
one.
key to success, yeah.
The branding maven.
Yeah, the quippy line maven.
I think I'm going to steal that one.
Okay.
That
So,
will cost.
what? I just got a couple of quick questions for you. When did you first decide that you were going to get into locksmithing? When you were locked out of the bathroom one time, or what really drove you to that decision?
My grandfather and my father and my uncle, all locksmiths.
Wow.
So I grew up with toys were locks and picking locks since before kindergarten.
Isn't that the huge clubs that people pick locks and they time and see how well they do it?
Yeah,
and how
lock
fast-
sports, a lot of fun.
Lock sports.
Yeah, we're gonna maybe try to get one going here in Vancouver.
I'd be totally into that. It would have to have a case of beer behind the lock. I would really motivate you. But yeah, it's like,
Yeah, when you relax, you pick locks much better.
oh, there you go. So BC should do quite well being such a mellow place. They just sit and wait for the lock to rust off. It's almost there, man. It's almost there.
Yeah, I don't think pot would work because they probably wouldn't be motivated to even try to pick the lock.
True. Yeah, I'm a locksmith, but
Yeah,
you
but
know.
if the munchies were in this,
Yeah, it's
Yes,
true.
that's a good idea. Yeah, put it behind the locked padlock.
Yeah, I do get a lot of calls like that. Hey, dude, I am so stoned I can't get into my bathroom.
We made a YouTube video on how to open up your bathroom door, and it's been viewed
cool.
7,000 times.
Oh my
Sweet.
God!
Yeah.
Wow,
Wow.
that's great.
I didn't
we-
know
and we-
it was such a problem.
Well, yes, because my sister. No. That happened to my
yes.
sister.
Go
Not the
ahead.
bathroom, but the bedroom. They had to call the fire engine.
Yeah,
or
we-
not the fire engine,
The
the
fireman.
firemen to come in to open that.
I don't think that
with an
was.
axe.
I think it was just
You
the
can
svelte
get-
guys coming in
yeah.
with
You know, they
rippling muscles.
probably should have called the locksmith because the
You
fireman
can get
gets through doors with an
firemen?
axe.
The
I don't
fire
know how,
guys are
they
free.
didn't ruin the door or anything. I mean,
Okay.
they somehow got that.
They're so tough, they
No,
just
but
look at it.
They actually had to phone the fireman.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how.
Yeah, we
I'm
also-
going to
we-
do that
know
next
you
time.
could phone
911.
firemen?
You know, something so you never think about
Yeah.
that it could happen.
I'm going to lock myself in the bathroom.
Actually, about
Got
what?
a fireman to come and open it.
I've just locked
Rescue?
myself in
Yeah,
the bathroom.
and it's really hot in my apartment, so take off your shirt. Please. Lady, this is 3 times this month. Get a life. Oh, my
So
God.
how do you lock your chimney? Let's say you don't want Santa to come this year.
Oh,
Or if
man, if your kids are being
There was a
particular-
guy in, I think it was Texas, and he was locked out of his house, and he went down his chimney. This was like last week, and the fire department had to
Extract.
get him out. I think they had to tear like half the chimney apart
I
just to get
bet.
him out.
I guess he didn't know he could just touch his finger to the side of his nose.
Yeah, man, oh, man. That's crazy. Locksmith stories,
Yes.
you know?
So,
You're the life of the party, dude.
yes. I had to phone a locksmith once, truly.
Yes?
Because, are you ready for this? I'm standing at the elevator.
Yeah.
And I dropped my keys, and they went between the elevator and went all the way down the shaft.
Yeah, I've
And
done
it
that before,
cost
too.
Like $1,200 or something to
What?
get the guy to come out in an emergency. So it's easier to phone a locksmith to come and. Well, first of all, you have to persuade him to do the outside door,
But
which
could-
is.
Couldn't you just get into the elevator, put the emergency, go up through top, go down the ladder, pick up the keys, and go back?
I never thought of that.
Yeah.
quite truthfully.
Yeah, have you ever
I mean,
looked
I see
inside an
it.
elevator shaft?
Yeah, it's pretty
For
greasy.
me,
It's pretty greasy.
For me,
yeah.
I just had to wait until they.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, I
I
couldn't
had
get
an
into
extra
my
key, though,
apartment.
already,
So,
yeah.
and it was like 3 weeks, so I couldn't be sitting outside for 3 weeks waiting.
No, that wouldn't work. That wouldn't work.
All right, well, let's jump into our voicemail feedback.
Okay, yeah, we
Yeah.
got
We
some.
got Santa Claus on the call.
Yeah, that's
I'm
awesome.
excited.
Santa, are you there? Are you there, Santa? Hello? He Skyped in. Santa? Hello? They get really, really good bandwidth up there because they use the NORAD satellites. They
Satellite.
just snuck a feed in there. Don't tell them.
Oh, there he is. There he is.
This is Santa Claus
Santa.
calling all the way from the North Pole for the bunker project. Oh, 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 oh. Hello there, bunker boys. I heard you were very, very good this year, so Santa thought that he would phone you to talk about social media. I got a special letter from a young German maven named Astrid. Oh, 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 oh. And I heard it was her last show. She wanted to talk to Santa. Well, Santa is here to say that, Astrid, we are going to get you something very good for Christmas.
Oh, that's so nice.
And Andrew, those eyebrow trimmers you asked for, those are coming too.
Awesome.
And Bob?
Yeah.
Well, Bob, you've been especially good this year, so I'm going to get you some black beer.
Awesome.
And for Bonnie, you get another 1,000 Twitter followers. Kurt, I got you a new hat. And Eric, we're going to make it so this year, Santa will make it so no one says you're from Europe anymore. And the gaming Maven, well, let's just say he's chilling with me right now. Hey, Santa, that's pretty cool. Thanks for calling the Bunker Project. That's cool, James. Anyways, Santa and James are going to go have some beers, so Merry Christmas.
Hey, thanks,
Merry
Santa.
Christmas,
Thanks,
Santa.
Santa.
Excellent.
Thank you very
Oh,
much.
I hope he finds his way back
I'm
to
so
North
touched
Pole.
right now. I think it's awesome.
That's Santa. He's quite the guy.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
that James. He is so
I missed
cool.
him last time, and I told
Well,
That was-
you know what?
That was Santa.
It was Santa.
Santa.
And Santa's a big gamer. You know, he has to know about the games. And James into the gaming industry so much, so he's kind of like his inside guy.
Yeah.
Santa calls him a lot during the year, saying, "Hey,
they're
dude,
very close. You can
what
see
are
it on
going to be the hot?
Facebook.
Yeah, what are going to be the hot games coming up at Christmas? Because we got to pre-order them. I mean, we're talking millions and millions. So, boy, I wonder what it's like doing his books. Hey, you write everything off, man. I give it away as presents. Sorry. Canadian law says you cannot do that. You're in for big trouble, Santa.
fair market value,
Yeah, exactly.
So,
I think he said gets dispensation or something.
probably. Yeah.
Yeah, being up north, right? Hanging out. Okay, so
So let's go through. Let's talk about a few tech stuff, and then we can bring. James actually called in voicemail feedback. We'll get to that a little later.
okay, cool. Well, you know what? I just want to skip right to this one. augmented reality app lets you see through cottage catalog models' clothes. What is with that? Oh, and I knew. You know why I did that? Because it will disgust Bonnie. So, Bob,
That's
you always
like a
bring up the sexy stuff.
12-year-old.
Yeah, but it's a fireman catalog.
Oh,
That's different.
That changes everything.
Oh man, I thought it was an X-ray app.
I thought they already didn't have their clothes on in those catalogs, anyways.
Yeah, I know. Well, if you use this app, you'd see the bones.
Well, no, basically, all you see is the other products that they sell. So
It's a social media thing.
yeah,
Clever.
Yeah. So if they're wearing their winter gear, you can use the app to see
Summer gear.
the Heinz underwear or whatever. That's it.
Well,
That's all there is to it. But it's pretty cool.
It's awesome.
I'm waiting
Even
for
in
when
black
they-
and white, it looks great.
I'm waiting for when they come out with the real one.
What? The real X-ray one?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
And
know.
then the company that comes out with that should also come out with the app that blocks it.
yes.
So everyone would have to buy the app.
True.
Yeah.
Very bizarre, man. Very bizarre. X-ray. I always wanted those glasses. You know, the back in the comics, back then when they had comics in paper before they came out on iPads, and they had these little ads in the back, and they had the X-ray glasses, and they always show some.
I know someone who ordered them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did they work?
No, because for the $39.95, when he got it, it was just the frames. Then you had to spend an extra $2,000 to get the lenses.
Wow. It'd have been cheaper just buy a prostitute, man. You put on the glasses, say, "Whoa, these work great." You just get a little outfit that looks like it was see-through, and no, I'm just getting lots of negative nodding from the tables here. All right. Okay, so next on our list, you've got 3D glasses. It's like a visual show. Everything visual here, right?
Well,
3D glasses.
These ones are cool.
The biggest scam, 3D. Come on. Have you ever watched a 3D movie?
Sure.
Yeah, in the movie.
Was it worth it?
theater. Not at home, in the
think-
movie theater. I have.
I think Avatar was absolutely worth it.
Really?
But afterwards, I don't know. Like, I don't see the point to see Harry Potter or Pirates of the Caribbean in a 3D version. Just to see Johnny Depp is giving me the hand. I don't know.
Yeah, no, that
Yeah.
one.
So what is it about these glasses?
They're 3D glasses.
Well,
Loomis glasses let
they're
you
not-
watch video in
They're
the
not.
real world.
They're not 3D.
They look 3D,
They're
though.
augmented reality glasses. So you can, if you're walking towards somebody, the glasses will tell you how far away you are in meters from that person. You can get directions, and it'll show up. Hey, turn the page, and you'll see. You'll see
Yeah,
what
well,
it's all
the
about.
thing is,
Really? What's the point of it?
GPS go ahead. Well, it's for techie guys that have everything.
So
The
I
problem
have it
is you
in
look
the-
like a
in the normal
complete
days or
noob.
what?
So
wearing these,
basically,
like,
you're wearing these glasses,
not very
and
nice
you can
looking
see through.
glasses.
You can see through them just like you can with the glasses you're wearing now. But they
There's a
can
heads-up
also,
display.
They can also. You can also bring up Facebook and see your Facebook profile.
That's pretty sad.
You can. You can actually. It's like a heads-up display,
So you could watch YouTube.
and so if you're getting directions somewhere, it'll actually. You'll see in
left,
front of the
go right.
street, turn little arrows on the street in front of you.
But
Wow.
you shouldn't use it while you're driving, or?
Well, maybe that you would say, well, I'm wearing these glasses so I drive better. Who knows? Who knows?
I need them because
I
I'm
can
drunk.
look around the corner.
Yeah, exactly. I'm backing up. Beep, beep, beep.
Okay.
Very, very bizarre. I'm sure they'll sell millions. They're $19.
So where did you find them?
I want one.
Oh, it's one of those
I
again.
want some.
Yeah,
But
knew
the
it.
lenses are $2,000.
Oh, damn. Look, it says like overstock cameras, 1977.
No, that's a Google ad.
Oh, so you have been cutting and pasting these notes. You haven't edited them.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Ah, he's so lazy, man.
We're live to hard drive here.
I make much better show notes. Much better shows. Astrid, what's wrong? Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, we probably muted you. That's all.
No, shouldn't be.
You just have to get speak more with enunciate more. So you hear me? No.
No.
Did you turn it off on your end there?
Yeah, it's got an on-off switch on the top of the mic there, Astrid. No, it's okay. Well, Andrew, keep talking, and I'll do a technical check on that mic.
All right. So
Okay. I think I got it.
you got it, even without Bob.
She was not. She was speaking too far away.
So I got a question for the Twitter Maven,
All right, Twitter Maven.
former Twitter Maven.
Yes, sir.
Have you seen the new look? Twitter's
I have
new look?
indeed.
So what do you think?
I wasn't impressed.
So
It's more white space. It looks different in terms of productivity. Am I going to not use TweetDeck or something else? No. Is anybody going to convert to using the native Twitter app because they made some changes to it?
No, I mean it's the thing is, like, look what G Plus is doing, or the whole Google suite is doing. They're major
Oh yeah.
upgrades and changes all the time. So it's just like something like everything's perpetual beta. That's my whole thing. If it changes, who cares?
well,
I mean,
I think a lot of people do use the
Do they? Okay.
the website, but I think most people are using mobile apps.
And as a matter of fact, I just used it on my smartphone.
Yeah.
that was smart of you.
Well, what do you
It's
think?
smarter than I am.
What do you think of their goal to increase their user base from 100 million active users who are currently tweeting 250 million times a day to 7 billion?
That means the fail whale will be working overtime.
Yeah, it'll be
That
Was
was
it
a
like-
good one.
Is it?
Thank you.
All right. It was like a fail veil. It would be a fail pod. of
Yes,
whales.
it will.
So basically, they said in a world where Facebook and Google are competing with each other on features, we want to focus on being simple. It's about being simple, consistent, and fast.
Well, I get the fast part, but
get the
it's
simple
just
part.
text. For God's sake, it's just
know.
text. I mean,
That's right.
You look what happens on Google Plus, and you're going down. It's got perpetual downward thing. The problem is once you get into like Google Plus. Not that I'm hawking it too much, but you just get used to like going down and down and down and down, and there's no pause. Well, a little pause every now and again. I'm on Facebook, go down to wham, I hit the bottom, and then say, "Do you want to look at more stories?" I actually have to move my mouse. I break it, and it's a sweat. It's like, oh my god, I'm talking like 8, 9, 10 inches because I got a big monitor to move over and click that thing to get more stuff. Whereas on Google, it's like, yep. Of course, I have a hugely enlarged finger from just going like that for hours and hours. I did try and see how far I could go back. I got to go back all the way till September until Google Plus stopped me. And I've
never tried to do that.
1,700 people following. That was it took me about 20, 30 minutes to just go down and down and down and down. It just kept on going, stall, gig down. It was amazing.
You've got 20 or 30 minutes to do that?
Oh, yeah. It's like when I'm waiting for people to email me or call back, I'll just, check it out. Do. What else are you going to do?
Well, he's testing the.
Oh, I write
testing the
blog
platform.
posts while I'm waiting. Or
I
I
can't
schedule.
do.
Hey, have you heard of the Chinese microblogging site called Sina Weibo?
No, that's new.
It's apparently got as many users in China as Twitter does globally. And they Twitter apparently borrowed a lot of the new features to the new platform, the new
Based on theirs?
redesign based on theirs, yeah.
That's ironic.
And it says the intent is obviously to make Twitter more sticky. Twitter has long been envious of Facebook's amazing average time on site figures. So they're trying to make it a stickier site to get people to stick around.
But it takes less time to scan 140 characters than it does on Facebook.
Well, on Facebook, you've got your whole life on there, or they're trying to get your whole life on there.
Well, also it's with posts like it used to be like 147 characters, actually 120 because you've got the extra stuff you add to it. But anyways, let's say 140, and then on Facebook it was something like 400 characters. But now
40 million.
It's ridiculous, and you know why? Because G Plus,
Yes.
you could make these massive posts, and so I was doing these massive posts on G Plus. Cutting and then going into Facebook because they force you to manually do that. Another stroke against Facebook.
Yep.
And I'd paste it in and say, "Oh, sorry, you're at 72,000 characters long. Please edit down." So it's like, okay, forget it. I didn't.
And then he's
bother
like,
doing
do.
it. I'll just send it to Bonnie. She's good at blogging.
So, speaking of Google Plus, Twitter has also taken inspiration from Google Plus with the introduction of its new Made for You feature, which is much like Sparks on Google Plus.
Yeah,
Didn't
Sparks,
work on
massive
Google
failure.
Plus. Why would you take
Exactly.
it over?
You stole what I was going to say.
Loser. Oh, I'm sorry. Loser.
Well, you know what? I think, and the reason is because people love Google for searching. Like if I'm looking for something, I'll just like pull up Google, bam, bam, bam. I'm really good at putting in the queries. I can really nail it down. I can find it within 5 links. I mean, it's just, you just get really
Can I
good at
just
finding
phone
stuff.
you next time I'm going to do a search?
Absolutely. I mean, I get emails from clients, or I'll get something on Facebook or G+, and they say something, and they're like, oh, yeah, you know, blah, blah, blah. And I'll remember something from like months and months ago that I remember seeing. And I say, oh, yeah. And I'll do a couple of keywords, and I'll find it. And I'll say, oh, yeah, and by the way, here's how it's done. What was it? Was it was a picture of a charger that you could put into like a little Mentos can. Ever see that one? And you can plug it into your phone, and they have a couple of AA batteries, and then you can charge your phone, right? And I said, very cool picture. And then, where are the instructions? So I did a little research, and about 10 minutes later, I had actually found exactly the same picture with the instructions from how to. And I said, oh, and by the way, here's how to do it. I got a lot of comments on that. I would say, excellent work, Bob, because who cares if you've got a picture of a totally cool thing? How do you mod it? You know, what am I going to do? How many batteries, and what's the little diode thing I need to do so I don't fry my phone, blah, blah, blah. So I'm doing that all the time. Drives my clients nuts. He said, I got an email today from a client said, oh, Bob, what do you think of this WordPress service? So I clicked on it, and it's like $127 to join and $15 a month. And I'm going, rip off. So I said, maybe not a good buy because it's going to charge you $15 a month forever, plus this ridiculous startup fee. So here's some advice. Check out these sites. And I found a site, and I said, great WordPress blogs for under $50. So boom, I had a whole pile. I found a guy who did 7 reviews of all the places that did it. I stuck it in there and sent it off to the client. 5 minutes after he sent me that email, I get a phone call. I'm like 10 minutes like, what? It's too easy to research, man. Yep. Way too easy. Anyways, and that's my rant.
I thought you were doing Boolean searches and all of that geeky stuff.
Forget it. I mean, I do for people. I do Pipple. P-I-P-L. Sounds like people. Okay. It's a deep internet search for people. You put it in all sorts of stuff. I did it to all you guys. I got all the dirt on you. Okay. All the dirt.
Wow. Cool.
Tonight I'll get all the dirt on Mr. Locksmith here.
There you go.
I'm such an angel, no.
Yeah.
I didn't find anything.
Actually, that
he
would
didn't know that you had a radio show.
Yeah, that's true. It's true. I forget a lot of stuff too, right? There's so much stuff coming in.
But let me get that straight. So
okay.
you're like when I compare when I met you like in January and now. So you are really totally into Google Plus right now.
Addicted.
So you totally changed and.
Yeah,
so,
people on Facebook complain.
What is your experience now after it's a kind of free? So is it really like this overrun that they're scared, or is it really for specialists still? Like
it's just the content is much higher quality, much more professional, much more researched. It's for people that are tech heads and really understand social media, and understand what's going on in the world. And
so do you
high end? It's all professional.
But Google had another goal, like to really be a competitor to Facebook. Do you think they failed?
No, I don't think they failed. It's kind of I look at Facebook as the unwashed, ignorant masses. Not that they are, but I mean, compared to Google Plus, which is just a little bit more pristine, and the information and knowledge has been shared there is just a couple of notch. So maybe not unwashed masses. Maybe comparing like a high school to university. Is that a more kind explanation?
I was thinking,
that was very kind, yes.
I was thinking
compared to my last one. It was relative.
Going to be unkind to say when Google Plus started up, the collective IQ of Facebook went down 20 points. And I was thinking maybe that was rude. And then
but after Bob.
After Bob, now I'm going to say it.
Yeah, exactly. No, you know what? It's
Andrew hasn't had a
turn. Come on, your turn, Andrew.
Just
quickly. Speak
let
faster.
Astrid go.
Just to make it sure, because the goal of Google was to be a real competitor to Facebook. And that is my question. Do you guys think they failed or not?
I don't think it's a failure, because the question is right now isn't whether, and we talked about this. This was on Mashable I think Cashmore wrote an article on this.
Right.
And
Yes.
he said that
BBC had a piece of it as well about it.
Well, basically, he said that the question is shouldn't be whether Google is defeating Facebook. The question should be: is Google Plus is Google better off with Google Plus than without Google Plus? And the answer is definitely yes.
Okay, yeah, that's
Absolutely yes.
But that wasn't
Yeah,
their sad
well,
question,
well,
to be
if you want to look on stats, Google Plus totally wiping the floor with Facebook as far as adoption of their
Yes.
thing. If you look at the charts, it would be 18 months. Facebook hits 50 million people. So it took them 18 months or 24 months to get 18 million people. 6 months, that's where Google Plus is, right? So as far as people getting into using the service and using it, massively fast. But I think it's not because it's a better service. I think it's because of services like Facebook, people understand the value of it, how it's going to work. And Google, it's got a pretty good track record, pretty amazing brand for doing good stuff. So a lot of people, let's check it out. It's definitely worth trying out. I think where their biggest failure is the business pages. I mean, like, they held off for so long, too long. They made it such a hassle for people with names. They really screwed up there.
Yep.
And people, I mean, I've got one, but I never use it. I'm using my
Nobody
link.
using it.
I know.
have
It's
one
just a
as well.
joke. I mean, if you're going to make people wait that long, then you should bring something that's like, really, wow, okay,
They
that's
need-
impressive.
They need to tie it to places.
Well, I think
Yeah.
LinkedIn's going to step up. The thing is, like, LinkedIn's for business. Facebook's for kind of hanging out with your friends and gossiping a
Your
little
mother.
bit. And Google Plus is more, let's talk intellectual at a coffee shop.
They need to link the for businesses with a physical location. They need to link G Plus with Google Places.
Yep.
I think that's the answer.
That would
And
help.
Yeah, and also the name of the business page that you can't change it. Like, who's giving you a number or something? Or
Well,
Well, you can't customize it that way. That's
Well,
sucks.
what
Well, I
about-
mean that'll come though.
what about the Facebook front? What is that front page or whatever? The business page at Facebook.
The fan
Yeah,
page,
fan page, yeah.
Not the fan page. What is that one that's linked with Wix?
Oh,
The landing
like
page.
a Facebook
your landing page. Yeah,
or
yeah,
your
the
yeah.
landing
yeah.
page in
Yeah.
Facebook. Isn't that sort of more business oriented?
No.
No.
No,
Well,
it's just a whole bunch of people begging for likes.
Well, yeah, and I would say, well, it is. But
It is.
Well, for
Come
the-
on.
for the
Let's
solo-
call it a spade a
Yeah, no.
shovel.
Yeah,
Well,
for
yeah,
the
well-
for the solopreneur and for the very small business, it's exactly that.
Well, but
Yeah.
the thing is, the reason is that all those small solopreneurs have no idea what they're doing. They haven't paid an expert to show them how to create a campaign for. This is me getting my horse again about marketing.
But even
And
with
but
the
you look
expert,
at no,
they
there are
still
some
start off-
awesome campaigns. You go in there, and when you go to the Facebook account, it totally makes you want to click. It's like, oh yeah, that makes
Yeah.
total sense. Boom, I'm going to click. I'm going to fan you or like you. Blah 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 blah. But it's all linked with a massive campaign. Yes.
I just want to add something
Yeah, yeah.
for her.
Oh, okay.
To Bonnie, because I think the interesting thing I learned this year about the difference of fan pages of I think Germany and yours here. Here I totally agree. Also, like freelancers have a fan page, and like you nicely said, they are begging for likes. In Europe, it's still because we were so unsure to use it. I think the fan pages are way more professionalized. That means really companies or clinics or so. We just watched what you guys did. So it's not like you would never, or really less freelancers find there. So it's in Europe. I think it's also so interesting how Facebook is differently used in this different kind, because you're more like playing. You really got into it. You play around and so on. We just watch. We figure out the advantages and then we start. So we are always
think-
behind you.
But you're
always.
more
I
sophisticated.
think the
No.
major brands
Oh.
are getting into the Facebook
I
pages
think
and
you-
are making are doing some great things with it, and even this some medium sized businesses are actually doing some cool things too. But the people
But
who are
is
just
it really necessary to have as a freelancer a Facebook page?
depends on what you do.
Yeah, if you specialized in Facebook.
Yeah. But truly, these days,
But if you're a
you can
realtor,
have subscribers, but you can now have subscribers. So the 5,000
Okay, that makes sense. now.
is not an issue anymore. And now you can have subscribers, so it's only one way. I like this subscriber, and boy, you just unsubscribe. You're gone.
I mean, if it's your personal, if it's a personal brand, the subscriber option is the best option, I think. I mean, unless you don't want to have your business tied to your personal page. Some people don't want that. They just want to have just their core friends and family, and then have a fan page for their business.
Yeah, mine's only business.
Yeah, you're all business.
I am indeed. Yes,
Bonnie, all business.
Yeah,
Me too.
All business all the time. Not like Bob, joking all the time. Who cares?
Well, okay, but the other thing is, truly, do you want your personal life out there? What would happen if someday Facebook gets hacked?
I know. Well, that's why I put my fantasy life up there.
Ah, well, so
That's being carried around by big women and stuff like. I paid a lot of money to get that shot done.
What can I tell you?
They're all professional models.
One day, Facebook's going to get hacked, and we're all going to see it.
Yeah, well, you can see it now.
Oh,
that's just like everything I've done. Basically, my whole thing is
public.
Everything is public.
Yes.
For me, everything is public because if I know it's public, I'm not going to put certain things up.
But
right?
also in this case, I think there's a difference. You can be very personal, but it doesn't have to be private.
Oh, nice.
Sorry, yes,
no, that's very good.
Because I understand your admit, but I also try to keep I don't have a business page, and Facebook it's mainly sure also to stay for family and friends that they can join with me Canada, my experience of Canada. So I'm pretty sure I have a very personal side, but not a very private side. You know what I mean? So I think you always have the possibility to really look around what you really post, and so it can be very personal, but I really avoid that it's really private. I would never talk about politics there, or my attitudes about politics or religion or something.
Or beer.
Or beer.
Yeah, because you get in trouble in Germany big time.
Because of the
beer.
Bavarian.
Oh my
the
God!
Bavarian,
I couldn't
purity
go
laws.
back to Germany if I mentioned something about beer.
Yeah, she drank black beer.
Or the Black
Actually, no.
Forest cake.
Well, the black beer, you could
know.
because it was a German brewmeister that developed it,
So
and
you
he
safe
modeled it
there.
after a German beer.
Yeah. So
Starts
copyright
with,
infringement.
So
starts
I
with
think
K.
there's maybe a bit of different. Like
What's the black beer that starts with K?
Klerenhauser?
Köstritzer.
Yeah, so
My
it's
fest.
it's
It's my favorite one.
Is it? Are you going to ship us some?
the black beer is modeled
Excellent.
after that one. It's like
Okay.
yeah.
Just ship it in little Ziploc bags and it'll go straight through customs.
I think it's Dresden. I think it's from the east of Germany.
I had a German beer. Was in a,
It came to us after the reunion of Germany.
ah.
Pretty sure.
Have you ever tried the one that looks like the bottle looks like a little bear?
From us?
I don't know, somewhere in Belgium, Germany. One of those
One of these European countries.
one of those European
anyway.
countries, right?
This far away land.
Yeah, exactly. It's past Detroit, so you know.
Just behind New York, I know.
All right,
I
let's
saw that map.
let's talk tablets.
Oh, excellent idea! Because you know what?
Because we got Bonnie here. She's a tablet. Like
I don't have a tablet. I got like a.
loves tablets.
I told you last week about that really good deal, like $125 for a
Yeah,
7-inch.
for your daughter.
Yeah, but it's got a keyboard, so it's not really a tablet.
That's all right.
But there's some great
well,
deals
it's
in tablets.
It's an Android. It's an Android OS though.
Yeah, you betcha.
So
I'm all
that's pretty
excited
cool.
about it.
So where are you finding these
Excellent
cheap
deals.
ones? Yeah.
This guy sends me emails, and I actually buy stuff. He said, "Check out this deal," and then I do it, and he says, "So what did you think?" Oh, I bought one. He said, "Oh, cool." So you know,
Yeah.
he gets the
So
shopping
it's,
satisfaction without
it's-
spending money.
That one is Jabber deals. It's like
Yeah.
a Groupon, but it's like technology stuff
Yeah,
that they
in
collect.
Canada, right? So the
Ooh.
Yeah.
you know, so it was good.
Only in
out of
Canada,
Toronto,
you say.
out of Toronto, and
Just like Red Rose.
the guy sold a lot of units because me being so chummy. As soon as I send out the stuff, I say, hey, what's going on? When are you going to ship it? Blah, blah, blah. And he says, oh, I'm doing stuff. It's going to take me a week to just process these orders. So you got a lot of orders because it's all automated. So if it takes you a week to process automated orders, really what he's doing is his printer's going jig, 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 and he's putting the stickers on 20, 30, 40,000 units. So
Wow.
I don't know how many sold.
Jabber deal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very
Jabber
good.
deals. Yeah.
Okay.
There's a bunch of them out there.
Yeah, I'll send you the.
Thank you, because
I'll put it on the show notes.
Yeah, even
For the
Tiger
show.
Direct doesn't have tabs on sale.
No.
Nope.
Really?
And they have everything on
They
sale.
actually had a really
They'll
good.
sell their mother, but
They had a good price on
Yeah,
the
that's
motor.
too much. Too
On
much.
the,
It's $240 for a mother. You kidding? I can get a solid mother for $125 if it's got the Android app
They
on.
had a really good price on the Motorola Zoom. I almost bought it.
Really?
I was
How
so
much?
Tempted. It was like three something.
That's a lot of money,
yeah,
man.
that's a lot of money.
Unless
For
it
the
was
Zoom?
$3.
Yeah, well, for the Zoom.
$3 would be awesome.
For the Zoom, it's not a lot of money.
Yeah.
It's actually
No, you're
below
right.
cost.
It is.
Yeah,
It's
but
below our cost anyway.
actually, I went to what was it, Staples, that Office Depot would take
Yeah, yeah.
place, and they had gate crashers, blah blah blah. I picked up for $4.99 4 gig thumb drives. That was a killer price. But I was in there too, just shopping around, and they had for like $300 this really really nice tab by Samsung, and Samsung is an awesome brand.
It
I
is
don't care what
indeed.
it's
That's what my smartphone is.
killer. So if you want to get good quality.
Is it
Electronics,
the
Samsung is
10.1,
amazing.
The Galaxy? Or?
And it was like that big, so
Samsung
I would say about
Galaxy.
9-inch or something like that. But before you don't buy any tabs and stuff like that, because there's a companies coming out with a whole bunch of them. They're
Wow.
coming out with 7 sizes
Next
of
year-
tabs. Next year they're launching
one?
at once 7 sizes, like a 5, a 6, a 7, an 8, and a 9-inch
Wow.
tab.
Next year, there's a
That's
ton
crazy.
of
Because I'm
tablets
thinking
coming
of
all
buying
Android.
one.
So
What-
wait.
what-
I'm going to
what
wait till
company?
after Christmas.
Some like Samsung or some other.
Well, there's I got
Asian
here.
Well, what's
Kobe.
a good
You know
price
Kobe?
to,
Oh, maybe
to
it's the
look
Kobe,
for?
but they're bringing out 5 or 6 sizes. I'll fix that. Hang on.
Yeah, Kobe is bringing out a whole bunch of new tablets.
Okay.
There's
and what sort of a price range should we be looking at is good?
oh well, it depends on what you want. If you want an entry level one, you
Yeah,
can get
entry level.
Astrid here has the Kobo Vox, and it's basically an entry level tablet,
Small.
7-inch entry level tablet,
Yeah.
and you can get it for $200. But if you want like a very powerful tablet, like the Zoom or the
Asus is
Asus.
They're nice.
yeah, the one that that Bonnie
It was 6
Yeah.
and some change.
Bonnie has a good one, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
no, I had to give it back.
There's the
There
Transformer.
was a reviewer. Yeah.
That's about $450 or something.
Ken
like that.
has one.
Yeah.
So have you seen them lately? The two of them.
Mm-hmm.
I have coffee with them, and they bring out their fancy Asus Transformers and their brand new Galaxy S2 phones
Oh, the S2 is awesome.
matching. Matchy-poo. I went,
Wow.
oh my God, social media is obviously very good. It pays well.
It must.
Yeah,
Hey,
I
what
w-
do you think of the tablet as a device for consuming media?
Consuming, it's good, even creating.
So-
You wouldn't do a blog post on
Yes, I
one of those.
would.
Really?
Yes, because now there's an app for that. So now I wouldn't do a traditional blog that is keying. I would take pictures.
Yeah,
I would
microblog, yeah.
I would do like a mini podcast or a video. So I would mix all of those medias in and then post that, because your tablet will allow you to do that very easily. Where if you were going to do that on a desktop or even on a laptop, it would be hard to do.
Yeah.
So SureNote on that Asus, and I think there's other apps now that
Do the
some of
same
the
thing,
other
yeah.
that are they were first, but so it was dead simple, and I only found out that like the 3 days before I had to give it back.
Oh,
Yeah.
darn.
Well,
I
there's
know.
there's
Well, I'm trying to win one.
Now, isn't there also, before we get into that, the stats, because I know Andrew loves his numbers, there is some really, really awesome software up there and apps out there where you can talk to it and then it'll transpose it, or is that the right word, transpose?
Dragon.
Transcribe.
Yeah, Dragon.
Dragon.
Apparently that is the best.
$19.95 on
Sure.
Tiger Direct this week.
Yeah. So there you go for deals. I mean, we are talking post-Christmas. Everybody has spent probably all their money on Boxing Day already. But
Yes.
if you've got any money left, get this because you can go and just talk like. Now, the problem is you have to speak the pronunciation, the punctuation, right? So, Bonnie, ! How are you doing today? Smiley face.
What
But even then, when you do a break, sometimes I have it. No, when you do a break, it just
Puts a period
puts
in?
point- Yeah.
If you say does it put it in too? Well, I don't know.
What about
You could. I mean, if you're going if I was doing it, then I would say,
what
look,
if you
you could
sneeze?
program to take it away.
Yeah.
Achoo.
or if you cough?
Cough, cough.
Or if you step on something and then swear.
Ouch.
But,
Damn.
but you could do a search and
Awesome.
replace.
Ah, yeah.
My black beer is here. That's what the awesome.
So
is.
I've just got in the show notes here. I've got some research that is saying that
Andrew's numbers of the week.
consumers see tablets as the perfect device for late evening use while in front of the TV. So,
or in bed.
and that was a big thing with there was what was that? What was that?
The Kama Sutra.
They're
app.
linking with Facebook, integrating with Facebook, the social platform for while you're watching TV.
Netflix?
Oh, that's what
No.
we talked about.
Yeah, we did talk about
there
it.
was it with Facebook? No, it was something else. Basically, what it did is it had been scanning TV shows, and you could reference it and skip ahead in the show to a specific scene because your friends were talking about it. Was that?
Yeah. There's I'm drawing a blank.
Very cool.
But anyways,
me
there's two social like entertainment social networks that are focusing on. Get Glue is one of them.
Oh.
So there's Get Glue, and then the other one I can't remember the name, but it's really cool. So basically what they're saying is the tablet will be the second screen. So you're watching TV, and then your friends could be watching the same thing on the same show, and they could be commenting on the show, much like what Astrid does with the plaque. What is it?
Kobo Plus, like reading live.
Yeah, so she's reading her book, and someone could be commenting on the page that she's reading, and she can see the comments live.
Neat.
Very interesting. So it's
But who's watching you? I mean, who's reading it as well?
well, she just
so-
opened up a book before the show and showed me, and there was 3,975 people reading right now.
So you can see, because it's
In the
like
book
all
that she opened.
synchronized, yeah. So they download it, and then it's just going back to the statistics where you can see how many people are right now reading it, because they have this automatically when I close it, the bookmarks. So it's still registered or still for the statistics. So no.
Nice.
Yeah, it's very, very, very cool.
So
it's
that's
like
what
it's a new
And
form
you
of
can
social
post it.
media.
Yes, sure. And it's not for like reading quick, but I think you mentioned it one day, or I think Curtis was last time. So you always had the thought while you were reading a book, oh, wow, I would like to discuss this paragraph right now with my friend. And now you click on this bottom, just open it up, you can comment, and people can comment on your.
Nice.
It's very
So-
interesting. It totally changes the way that you would read a book.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And also with this ability to have a tablet in front of you while you're watching TV,
Yeah.
it makes TV interactive, and they're trying to make with Google TV and with Apple TV and trying to make the TV itself more interactive. But I think the way that it's going to be is it's going to be with the second screen, which is going to be the tablet. While you're watching TV, it'll be in front of you, and you'll be interacting with people that are also watching the same thing at the same time.
Well, a lot of the TV shows that I'm watching now have hashtag and the name of the show. And then sometimes it'll ask a question. Do you think so-and-so is going to pop the question? Hashtag, da-da. And you go and you have this conversation about what's going
Like
on
on
the
the
show live. Yeah, on the TV show screen. It'll be, boom, hash. So it's telling you to tweet. And you start tweeting and you're following, and all these people are discussing the TV show that you're watching now live, or unless you got it recording or downloaded. But really, it is amazing that's the power of social media and Twitter and stuff like that, that even though TV's kind of like dying as a concept, they're still using the social media. It's kind of like using the tool that's killing you to help your ratings. It's bizarre.
Cool.
Okay. And it's all about interaction, man. All about interaction. Hey, what is this stat? This stat is totally crazy. 10 billion.
With a B.
Yeah, a B. Billion. 10 billion. Now, that is not my Visa bill. Pretty darn close. But that's how many downloads for Android market growth right now. 10 billion downloads of the
this week,
Android app.
Google
10
confirmed.
billion.
Yeah.
But I think that's a fake number because there aren't 10 billion phones out there.
Doesn't matter. You could have
There's 7 billion
how many
people
apps
on
have
the
you
on the
downloaded?
planet.
I've got like 30 or 40 apps on my phone.
Yeah, but how many of those apps do you use every day?
Doesn't matter.
Well, it does
still
because
contributes to the 10 billion.
it's like having 5 cars. Yeah, I know, but if you have but really, out of those 30 apps?
No, some of them I never used again because I didn't like them.
Right. So out of those 30 apps, maybe 10 that you use, right? So I'm just saying this number's a little... they may have 10 billion downloads, but how many of those apps that have been actively used?
Yeah, that's true.
Right? So maybe it's only 3 or 4 billion or 1 billion. It's still a huge number
Yes.
of apps that are constantly used every day. Think of the market value.
Well, like, I mean, let's just put it in perspective because the iOS still has it's still the dominant ecosystem for apps. But
Do they have 10 billion?
Android is the world's most widely used operating system.
Well, it's
Yes.
because it's free.
52.5%
So it doesn't count.
of the global smartphone market. And in app terms, it's now starting to catch up with Apple, which passed the 10 billionth download mark in January. So
Yeah, but it's those type of for me, those type of stats really don't ring true because Apple's charging money for that, and it's a lot of money. It's not cheap stuff.
no,
So if you're gonna buy,
that's not true.
okay, how much do they charge for the iOS?
For the apps,
No,
No,
well,
for
no,
iOS.
for the iOS to run it, to make those apps have any value at all.
how much are they charging for the apps?
Yeah, well, no, for the operating system. The
Isn't
Mac
it like $2.99 or something? $3.99?
Yeah, and how much does the Android app cost?
Nothing.
Nothing, right? So
Well, wait a minute. No,
they're giving something away. Of course, there's going to be more.
Apple's not charging anything for because it's not available. It's only on an Apple device. You can't get the
No, but
iOS on
I
an
have
Apple
an
device.
iPod Touch,
Mm-hmm.
which now, as of the last version of iOS, I can't update it because it's a version 1.
Yeah, they're killing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was $2.99 or $3.99 or something every time they had an upgrade. But I upgraded my smartphone, and it didn't cost anything.
Yeah, well, that's
I
because
just
it's Android.
Because it's Android.
Exactly. I think if you have an iPhone, I mean, how much do they cost if you're not getting subsidized by paying? I mean, it's not even subsidized. If you buy an iPhone out of the store, it's like $600, right? How much money is Mac making on that?
Oh, they got
550.
Well,
you know,
well, they've got 20 something percent of the smartphone market, but they have 67% of the smartphone profit
Exactly.
in the industry. So of
is
course
killer.
they've got a huge margin
huge.
because they own everything.
But I know 3 people who had a reasonably new, and one guy had a brand new Apple, an iOS phone, and who, just for whatever reason, maybe they saw somebody with a Galaxy, have now moved over, have gone to the dark side, who can't stop talking about
Actually, it's
it.
the green side.
Well, the green side. 3 weeks later, they're still going on and on and on
Yeah.
about their Galaxy.
well, okay.
Galaxy 2.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, I
it's
have
And
an.
what a great phone it
You
is.
know what?
and
But the
like-
Nexus S is also a good camera.
In just
No,
dealing with this on a daily basis, I would
that's
say,
your job. Right, that's some
Yeah.
insight.
Yes.
there. That's
I would say that Android. I use an Android phone, but for the average person who wants to have like a great smartphone experience, it's either Apple, the iOS, or a very high-end Android phone.
Yep.
The cheap Android phones,
I agree with you.
you don't want to do it.
Yeah, but-
You want to go with a good
But Nexus S isn't a
Android
cheap
phone.
Android phone.
No,
That's
the
a
Nexus S
$400 phone, right?
is a great phone. The S2X is good because of the dual core processor. You're not going to get the forced close. Everything runs smoothly, and that's awesome. So that's really, if you're going to go with Android, go with a good phone. Spend the extra money, and don't cheap out on it. You won't regret.
Yeah,
it.
because it's choke. I mean, it's just like everything's been happening the last 5-10 years. Is you buy some software and then the software is so bloated that it makes your computer run slow. So you buy a really high end new computer and then your software runs great for 6 months or a year, and then we're going to buy the next version of the software and your computer's too slow. Same with the phones. If you're always upgrading your software, which you think you're being clever, you're actually slowing your phone down. And as soon as you upgrade, you can't unupgrade. I guess you could. You could totally wipe and then...
Factory reset, which I've
Yeah,
done
but-
twice on my phone.
I know, but if you do a factory reset, the versions of the apps, you can't get back versions of the apps. You get the newest apps, which will slow you down. And so what I would say, if you've got solid apps that are working for you, don't upgrade them because your phone will get slower and slower and slower because those ones, the programs are getting fatter. They do more, but because they do more, they're using more processing power and more space, blah, blah, blah. You're actually downgrading your phone. That's all. Andrew,
Yeah.
do you agree?
Wait, Yeah,
the industry?
I mean, that's yes and no, because sometimes you need the upgrades. So for
For
security
fixing
purposes.
bugs or what?
Yeah.
Or sometimes a app just break down by
If it's not
using it.
supported
But if
anymore.
it's working, no, I'm saying my caveat for me, if it's working
Yeah.
for you, like
Yeah.
this
Okay,
calendar
okay.
works great,
If it's not
and
broken,
then it's got the
don't
new
fix it.
version,
I agree.
why would I
Okay.
download the new version?
Okay.
Okay,
And I
so
catch
we're
myself
running
all the
low
time.
on
doing-
time. Any last thoughts on this topic before we move on to James's call?
Well, let's do James' call, but I'd really love to get the Lockmeister in here and talk about, are you using any social media at all, Lockmeister?
Just backtrack just a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm a firm Apple
Attaboy.
user.
So you've been stewing in your juices back there, being very
I've
polite.
been using it for 2 years. We do all our invoicing on the Apple phone.
Which software do you use for the
We're
invoicing?
using Invoice to Go.
Oh, good.
Cool.
And no problems at all. Absolutely love it.
Sweet.
We're 100% paperless on all invoicing.
Nice.
Well done. Well done. You must love PDFs then, too.
Yes, totally. So big defender, and
You're
we looked at the different softwares on the Androids, and it just wasn't there at the time for business.
Yeah, well, for business, it's BlackBerry or iOS.
And BlackBerry, the same compatible software was in the thousands of dollars instead of $24.
Yeah.
I've got
Yeah,
Invoice
exactly.
to Go, and the BlackBerry similar program was going to cost us $2,000.
Wow.
Yeah. And I just got a point of sale software for my iPad, $24.99 with
There you go.
inventory control.
I had a customer come in. He has a boat, and he goes out. He's got all this navigation software, like $40,000 worth of equipment on his boat, and he bought an app for $200 that performs better.
Yeah, it's pretty
So
sad.
that's the way it's going, right?
Yep.
Yeah. We just find it just for now, right now, for business, it's not as expensive as the BlackBerry and a little bit more stable.
Yeah, and what I would say too is that accounting software. It's not even accounting software. It's like billing software. Any freelancer, anybody that's a solopreneur, you have to have software like that. Do not be doing Word invoicing. Don't do an Excel spreadsheet style.
Yeah.
It's like, God, get a life. I know it adds up the numbers for free, but I mean, for you, but that is such a small part of what an invoicing piece of software can do. It reminds you, hey, have you billed this person yet? Oh, by the way, this person hasn't paid. All this amazing stuff that your accountant will love because she just downloads the stats, boom, into her software.
FreshBooks. I love FreshBooks.
Dude, what are you using for
Is that an
accounting software
Apple?
right now? FreshBooks, too?
Apple accounting software?
I use a bookkeeper and an accountant.
Yeah, but no, I know. But do they ask for your? But they must ask for that. All your accounting.
All they get off of me is a monthly
printed?
envelope
Really?
filled.
So
With
they
receipts.
they do all the bookkeeping.
What about your
and entry
invoicing,
and
though?
everything.
Invoicing, yeah, we do it all ourselves.
You print out the invoices and hand them over?
Yes. Well, actually, that goes on an Excel spreadsheet to the accountant.
All
So
right,
all the
all right.
invoicing goes from our
That's
software.
so
to
primitive,
there,
man.
so, yeah.
I've got my accountant really well trained. She said, Bob, I need the invoices for this year. And she just gets like all these PDFs.
What are you
It's like,
using?
boom. I use Excel.
Well, that's so primitive, Bob.
I know, but I do so
you?
few. I do
All right.
so few invoices. My bills are so
FreshBooks.
massive. It's not like I'm doing thousands and thousands of
You
transactions
don't need
here.
to do FreshBooks.
And now,
27
it's time.
invoices. That's it.
Time to bring in James. The
All right,
Game
James,
Maven,
the
calling
Game Maven,
in-
come on.
Calling in from his cruise and
Boopity boopity boop.
spending time up with Santa Claus. Let's bring him in.
So, James, what's the
Hey
weather
guys,
like down
this
there?
is the gaming maven James, and I'm calling from the North Pole. Santa Claus picked me up in a sleigh, and I heard he might have called into you.
Yeah, you did.
The reason I'm calling today is I just wanted to know what the plans are for the German Maven going forward, and I wanted to say that we've appreciated having her,
Yep.
and we're definitely going to miss her,
Oh,
and
She's tearing up.
yes, a bit.
yeah, definitely going to miss her. But hopefully you guys are having a good time, another good time. I wish I could be there with you, but I guess I'll see you in the new year. So, James, bring back that rum and eggnog.
Hey, don't forget
Okay,
your vitamin
later.
patch, dude.
But I will miss you too, guys. Can I say something or just
Absolutely.
before?
Actually, tear it up. Tear it
So
up.
yes, it's getting very emotional for me because actually, I can remember when I came in the first time here at the Bunker Project,
Horrific, wasn't
and it was at St. Regis Hotel.
it? Is that when you
yeah.
started?
Yes,
Way
in
back
January.
then?
And that is the thing I wanted really to mention and say thank you because you just welcomed me so warmly
We were pretty
from
drunk.
another.
but-
No. Okay, that doesn't matter. Even that doesn't matter. So. I just want to thank you guys for an incredible year, just getting so good friends and support me so much also with my authorship. So a lot of the guys of you helped me with an incredible interview. So, and yes, I'm getting very emotional right now, and I really, really miss you all.
Well, you know, we're going to miss you too. And
Yeah, we'll miss you.
you're going to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and come in on G+.
I will, sure.
All right.
I promise.
Hangouts, the
And
year
the
of
good
hangouts.
thing is I can look forward to next year because I'm coming back for 8 months.
Well, you know what?
Wow,
Maybe we should
yeah.
do a shout out to the German Maven. Maybe if you could set up really weird, obscure interviews for us, we'll call in and freak out people in Germany. That would be great. That would be awesome. I'll phone in from 4 in the morning here. Dude, it's Bob from Canada. What's happening, man? Oh, this is Hans Schmidt from the. I'm the CEO of a very high. I could interview really high end people and be totally West Coast about it. It'd be awesome. Of course, it would destroy your reputation, but just think of the podcast. It'd be awesome.
Then I have to come back and ask for immigration.
Exactly.
So thank you very much for everything, guys. Really
Yeah.
You're very
You were
welcome.
awesome. And she did write some amazing reports. She sent me one, and I had to translate it. And I put that in Facebook. It was like, oh, today I got an interview, and I was called a stumpten, stoopen, doobels. And I couldn't. I mean,
Hey, what
Google
was that?
couldn't even translate it.
What was I called?
What?
What was I called? The shum 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 shum?
I don't know. I
Well,
have to send
remember,
it.
I was talking to you about it. I asked you, like, hey, what is that? And it says, oh, it means like a media guy or something. It sounded really cool in English, but in German, it sounded really bizarre, man.
Yeah, because you can't understand.
Because it was
maybe.
German. Duh. Oh,
Really?
man. It sounded like a beer. All right. So, yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
And she's great. She's been very supportive. She's done some amazing stuff. She's got some really, really cool blogs. The magazine she writes for is pretty nifty, neato. And her publisher is pretty cool, too. And we'd like to invite her to come down on the show and chat. Does she speak any English?
A bit. yes.
Excellent. Yeah, we could
Cool.
have it. We could have. Who's that other European guy that hangs out with us? The bald dude,
Oh.
Eric. And he could translate because they all speak
Santa
the same
said-
language there, right?
Santa
He's
said he
European,
wouldn't be.
isn't he?
Yeah, exactly. Swiss,
What part
of-
German,
Yeah, I thought he would-
English.
yeah.
It's all the same
Santa
there, right?
Santa said that he wouldn't be called that anymore.
Oops.
Santa lies.
Listen to Santa.
Oh, man.
My
oh, man,
advice
oh,
for
man.
next year.
Okay, well, look at that. Sounds like the ending music. I've just one little thing. I was listening to the radio today. It almost made me cry. There's, it's snowing outside. You know the song that's snowing outside. I want to go, blah, blah, blah. It's a guy playing the guitar and this little 2-year-old girl doing the I don't want to go out because it's too damn cold. It's so cute. So if you listen to it, you will love it. Andrew, we still got the phone? Or are we going to pull the phone?
We got it for now, and
All right.
Santa called
used it, so it's good enough for
can
Santa.
you.
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely.
So it's 1-877-636-1474. Give us a call.
Yep.
Send us an email at thebunkerproject@gmail.com. Or no, the Bunker Project Podcast
Yeah,
at
exactly.
gmail.com.
gmail.com. Yeah, that's the only we could find.
And
Well, hey, go check out our amazing, crazy, uncensored social underground. Oh, and we got some big changes coming in New Year, don't we? But we ran
do.
out of time. Maybe we'll do that at a Christmas special. Yeah.
yeah.
Ciao for now.